Sukhvinder Singh, and all the dignitaries at the third International Conference on Multidisciplinary Research Trends in European, Asian, and African countries, IRTEC 300 2024. At the outset, I would like to pay my heartfelt gratitude to the organizing committee for giving me the opportunity to do my oral presentation. I am Mrs. Sulaksha Desai, corresponding author and a PhD scholar at Kaher, Belgavi, Karnataka, and a teaching faculty at the Department of Medical Surgical Nursing, Institute of Nursing Education, Bambolim, Goa. Going to present my oral paper today on the topic, Effectiveness of Plant Teaching Program on Knowledge and Practices Regarding Hand Hygiene Among Caregivers. Contaminated hands of healthcare providers are a primary source of pathogenic spread. Proper hand hygiene decreases the proliferation of microorganisms, thus reducing healthcare-associated infections, risk, and overall healthcare costs, length of stays, and even mortality in severe cases. According to the CDC, hand hygiene encompasses the cleansing of your hands with soap and water, antiseptic hand washes, antiseptic hand rubs such as alcohol-based hand sanitizers, foams or gels, or surgical hand antiseptics. Indication for hand washing include when hands are visibly soiled, contaminated with blood or other bodily fluids, before eating and after washroom use. Alcohol-based hand sanitizers are the recommended products for hand hygiene when hands are not visibly soiled. Apply 3 ml to 5 ml alcohol-based hand scrub in the palm. Rub vigorously for about 20 seconds on all surfaces of both hands to dry completely. Numerous studies underscore the ongoing challenges in maintaining proper hand hygiene across different settings. A study of primary caregivers in Hazare, Zimbabwe found that only 28% practiced adequate hand washing. A cross-sectional study of mothers of children of under 5 years old in Jammu, India revealed that only 20% of mothers had adequate knowledge about hand hygiene, while 60% demonstrated poor hand washing practices. Research conducted at Jos University Teaching Hospital in Nigeria found that 68.1% of patient relatives did not wash their hands before leaving the hospital, and only 22.9% always washed their hands after leaving. A cross-sectional study among healthcare workers in a tertiary hospital in southwestern Nigeria revealed that among 368 doctors, nurses, and ward attendants, only 44.65% washed their hands before patient contact and 56.2% washed their hands after patient contact. That's why the need was felt. The CDC identifies hand hygiene as the single most important practice for reducing the transmission of infection in healthcare environments. Promoting hand washing not only protects patients, but also healthcare workers and caregivers from acquiring and spreading infections, thereby safeguarding their own health and the well-being of others. Germs are primarily transmitted through hands in healthcare setting. Therefore, every healthcare worker, caregiver, or person involved in patient care must prioritize proper hand hygiene at all times. Hence, the study was conducted with the primary objective to determine how effective a plant teaching program could be in improving both knowledge and practical application of hand hygiene among caregivers of patients. This study was undertaken in partial fulfillment of the BSc Nursing degree requirements by the third-year BSc Nursing students at the Institute of Nursing Education, Bambolim, Goa, during the academic year 2022-2023. The study utilized a pre-test, post-test, pre-experimental quantitative study design. The study setting, population, and sampling scheme includes a total of 32 caregivers of patients admitted to the medicine wards of Goa Medical College were selected for participating through convenient sampling. These caregivers included family members, friends, close relatives, neighbors, or formal caregivers present at the time of data collection and who willingly provided written informed consent. Caregivers who were healthcare professionals were included from the study to maintain the focus on non-professional caregivers. The data collection procedure included a structured questionnaire was administered to estimate the caregiver's knowledge regarding hand hygiene, while a structured checklist was used to evaluate their hand hygiene practices during the pretest. Following the pretest, a planned teaching program on hand hygiene was provided to the caregivers. To determine the effectiveness of the teaching intervention, a post-test was conducted using the same tool. The results of the study showed that most participants were females, 62%, primarily females, 88%, aged between 20 and 40 years, 31%, notably 44% were graduates from rural areas, with 97% having prior knowledge of hand hygiene, mostly gained from family members. The chart shows the different areas of health education which were given to the healthcare workers. This shows that maximum knowledge the healthcare workers got in the area of hand washing procedure steps. Regarding knowledge and practice improvement, prior to the intervention, none of the caregivers demonstrated adequate knowledge and practice scores regarding hand hygiene. Post-intervention, 40.62% showed adequate knowledge, while 78% achieved adequate practice scores. The results calculated using paired t-tests were statistically significant at p less than 0.05 level of significance. This indicated that the teaching program was effective in improving the knowledge and practices regarding hand hygiene of the caregivers. Furthermore, Karl Pearson's correlation coefficient found a moderate positive correlationship R is equal to 0.2 between knowledge gain and practice scores. Interestingly, chi-square tests showed that demographic factors such as sex, relationship to the patient, and domicile did not show significant association with knowledge and practice improvements. However, age and educational status were significantly linked to this enhancement. So, to interpret, we have derived 3 takeaway messages from this study. Educational interventions are crucial for enhancing hand hygiene knowledge and practices among caregivers. As the knowledge increases, practices regarding hand hygiene also improves. Demographic variables like age and qualification definitely add to good practices. The implications of the study are clear from the findings. By investing in educational programs for caregivers, we can reduce the risk of infection and improve overall patient safety. A major limitation of this study was a non-probability convenient sampling method was used to draw samples. Additionally, post-test was administered immediately after the planned teaching program on the same day, as it was challenging to ensure the caregiver's availability for follow-up after 7 days. In conclusion, our findings highlight the importance of structured educational intervention in enhancing hand hygiene practices among caregivers. This study underscores the necessity of ongoing training and reinforcement to sustain and further improve health outcomes in healthcare settings through proper hand hygiene. These are some references which I have used. Crucial takeaway message from study is don't forget to wash your hands. Thank you.